Hi everybody, this is Dr. V giving you a week 4 overview. The very video I'm making right now will be posted here as soon as I'm done with it, and it'll look like the other weeks. I'm going to hop on into week number 4. This work is due by the end of the day on Thursday, February 3rd. End of the day once again means by 6 a.m. Friday morning. So if you're a nighttime kind of person, I count the end of the day past midnight and I set that timer on Blackboard accordingly. Let's go on into week number 4. You can see at the top of week 4 that I have an overview of what is happening this week. It is a full-length module, and the work is due Thursday nights as always, as I just mentioned. You will be turning in paper number 1, which is your This I Believe paper. You should consider this your final draft, even if you believe you will take me up on the revision opportunity that I will offer. The grade from the paper turned in this week will be averaged with the grade on the revised paper. So it's in everyone's best interest to put forth your best effort on the paper due this week. The objectives for this week are listed here. After completing this module, the students will be able to develop the draft of the This I Believe paper turned in with Journal 3 into the paper. So that draft from Thursday, the 27th, turns into your paper. You'll be applying the lessons inside of this folder to the draft that you wrote last week and turned in with the journal. This is a very important note. These lessons can be done. I have an extra word in there I need to take out. These lessons can be done even before getting feedback from me. And the lessons are inside this week's folder. And here's a list of what the lessons are that you'll see down here in this blue folder. Writing sentences, short sentences for effect. I have 2 short videos on that. Writing a title for your paper. Revising for show not tell, and writing the conclusion. This work will contribute towards the This I Believe paper that you have coming in on Thursday. When you go into this readings, resources, and lecture materials folder, in here you will find those writing lessons that you apply to that journal entry you wrote last week. I will be grading these papers over the course of the next week before your paper comes in. I will do my very best to get feedback turned around as quickly as possible, but know that you should be working on your paper no matter when you get the feedback from me. In other words, you should be revising based on these lessons, even if you're still waiting to hear from me on what you turned in the journal. So here are those short videos with some terrific lessons in here. I also have links to documents when there are some that accompany those different lessons. When I back out of that folder, I have this here as a reminder. I will be deleting that because the paper upload spot is actually sitting down here, but I leave myself a note because upload spots, they do not transfer from class to class, and I have 2 classes doing the same work. So I copy over the lectures and videos. Assignments don't copy, so I leave myself a note. I also have in this folder, and I won't open it up because you've seen it before, but this folder is a repeat of what has been posted so far for this paper, including lessons that go through sample papers, which I think are terrific for seeing how this paper works. Last but not least, at the bottom, you have where you turn in the paper using your Google Doc link. You want to read this early in the week so that you understand all the things that are required to turn in the paper. Make sure that you are leaving 1 comment per paragraph. This is worth 15 points of the grade. The comments are important for how I give feedback. The comments also help move your paper towards the optional revision. If you're not sure what to write in your comments, I have some examples in a document linked here. I won't click on it in the video for the sake of time, but I'll tell you that I also have this document loaded. if you go over here on Blackboard to student resources, it's in there in the writing lessons. If you need a refresher on how to put comments in your document using a Google Doc, there's a link here for that. Upload your first draft of your paper here for 15% of your grade. If you are unfamiliar with the late policy, check it. I am looking for my students to be proactive and self-regulating when they are behind. If there's an issue, let me know. I have things built into the class to help you out with that. When students disappear, that's when there's usually a problem. If you're still unsure about sharing a link or you don't trust yourself, which happens sometimes, I have the instructions on how to get the link from your Google document into Blackboard here. Please make sure you're not using cloud storage upload. You must copy and paste the link from the Google Docs into the text submission box. The reason for that is that Blackboard, trying to be nice, is converting your work into documents that can't live outside of Blackboard. The reason that's a problem is it takes away my ability to comment with the features we use in Google Docs and Google Drive. If you think there's an issue when you load your paper, you can email me a backup copy. Know that timed out responses will be considered late. That's because every student has the option of making sure what you turned in is working, and you get an email receipt as well. That's your overview for the week. Everybody, thanks for watching. Have a terrific week, and I'm looking forward to your papers.